Because I come to production as a songwriter and as a musician and a performer, I have the funny feeling that the most important thing about a production is that the people who make the music are happy. So my style of music is to find out what the band is interested in. And I listen very closely. That is probably one of my greatest technical skills, is turning someone's ideas and dreams into a sound. So if they tell me something, it gives me an idea of how we set up the instruments, how we record, what order we do things. And I just help them develop their sound to the way they want. See, it doesn't go any higher. It's like an 11 already.
11 already.
I only wanted to learn how to be an engineer and a producer so that I could record my own songs. And I wasn't interested in recording anybody else's music. I was in many bands, many of my own original bands in Seattle. And one of them was very successful. It was called Sky Cries Mary during the grunge period in Seattle's history. And we were a very popular band. We had a recording contract, we had publishing contract, we toured the United States. But eventually I left that band and I moved to New York, and suddenly my money was gone. In 1 year, all my savings disappeared because New York was so much more expensive than Seattle. At that time I thought, well, my music career is over. I am broke, I'm gonna have to basically give up, and it was a very nice time, but I didn't get very much success. And just at that time, one artist asked me if I could record them. And so I thought, well, it's certainly better to record somebody else than to work at a grocery store, which is about my next step. And luckily, things went very well on that project. And my next project came right after that, and within 3 months I was basically a full-time recording producer. Being a producer has let me buy every keyboard and guitar and amplifier I ever wanted, but it's taken all my time producing bands around the world, so I'm finally getting a chance to focus on my own music again after a long break. I've been mixing my own album now for 2 years. I only spent 4 months recording it, but I've been mixing it for 2 years thinking I can do better and better and better. And now with my new ADAM monitors, I can actually hear where the mistakes are so clearly, because every volume point and every EQ point, I can hear the change like a slap in the face. And it's really quite a thrill to finally locate the source of the problems that I couldn't hear on other speakers. And now I'm getting to the bottom, and now the mixes are being finished. Songs are piling up. I think I finished 30 songs of my own music in the last 2 months since I've gotten these monitors. What always attracted me to music, both listening to music and making music and recording music, is the imagination and creativity. I really like musicians who are off in their own little world, making things that are slightly different. I don't really want to record bands that sound very close to another band or like things I've heard many times. And believe it or not, you can still be lucky today and find musicians that are very original, that have original ideas and original techniques. And that's a wonderful thing to realize, that there's still room for creativity. There's many examples in the charts and all over the world of music that is very much similar to itself. Like everybody using vocoder on their voice, or using the latest software or the latest sound. That's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm talking about someone who's found something to do on a guitar, or some words to say that they've written in a notebook that are very interesting and very poetic and very individual. And that is the experience that I really cherish when working in music, is to find something that's really communicative, very expressive, but highly original.